This is a very special group. They don't get a lot of publicity. However, they do a tremendous service for the city of New York. There's a special camaraderie, there's a special brotherhood, sisterhood that you have when you put on a uniform.
Since we're the first face they see when they come into one of the shelters, we try to make it as comfortable, as easy as it could be, because they're going through a hard time. I try to keep my crew as we're a family, because we see each other more than we do our own families.
We pray. We pray at roll call and hope we get through the day. We have a lot of problems with gentlemen that are emotionally disturbed. We have a lot of guys that are smoking this new K2 stuff that's out in the street. They're passing out, they're going into seizures, they're going into the shakes, and they're hallucinating things. We don't know what to expect when we come in day to day.
Having a strong relationship with the union is very important because at times, as everyone knows, management can be pretty hard on you. So having those union rights and the opportunity to speak up when you feel like things are unjust is definitely something to be valued.
We do deal with some violent people, some mentally disturbed people as well, and the majority of them are juveniles. And it's a little bit disturbing to think that people don't recognize us or don't know about us, and even to say don't care about us.
I have over 20 years experience with the city, so I believe in the union. Because when you don't have a union, usually you can get fired for anything. If you come in late, you're terminated, and now you're looking for a job. At least with the union, if there's a problem with lateness, let's say you have something going on at home, personal, the union can intervene and get you the services that you need so that you can keep your job. So yes, having a union is a good thing. It's the best thing, actually.
The first thing the alleged perpetrator was looking for is a firearm. He don't see a firearm, so they're gonna test you and how far they can push you. So our job does get dangerous from time to time, and we're not acknowledged.
A number of us come from law enforcement. We're proud of our membership. We're proud of the fact that we could represent them. We've been there. We understand what they're going through. And being the fact that we came from those titles, they know that they could have the best representation that they could ever have.
You have to be physically and mentally equipped, on a day-to-day basis. It's tough. It's pretty much a very, very tough field. Because a lot of the clients, they come directly from prison. They come directly from the psych wards. So our job is very, very tough.
You have gang members there, you got people with drugs, you got emotionally disturbed persons, which we call EDPs. And things play out real crazy sometimes, and it's very, very unpredictable.
Most of the day, for the whole 8 hours, you're getting cursed out. You're getting called out of your name all day, you're getting told that it's your fault that they're there. And you just have to hold your tongue and realize that you're there to search them, to help them get into the building so they can go get the services that they need. We know even though the DHS police force is 17 years old, people still don't know that we exist. So we really don't get the respect we deserve.
These law enforcement professionals are doing without a gun what the police are doing with a gun. The guns that are taken away, the knives that are taken away on a daily basis, the people that are hurt on the job on a regular basis are not recognized. And the union has to go to bat for them to make sure that they collect all that's coming to them, including the assault clause, which agencies so readily try not to give the employees.
A lot of disrespectfulness that we have to deal with. A lot of people, clients and staff disrespect us a lot of times. And so it's a hard job. You have to have a tough skin just to deal with the job daily basis being law enforcement.
You don't know who's operating the car, what he has in the car. By the time you walk up to the car, if he's violent, if he's angry, if he's upset, your day can go very bad right there. Very bad.
But I'm proud to be a shop steward for Local 237 as well. And I generally like helping my brothers and sisters.
The fact that Local 237 is our union is very good because it has given us a lot of opportunities for many years. Dental, eye plan, and also in many other things as far as the contract that they're working hard for it right now for us to get our money. Even though it's been so long, people need to understand that we had our administration in the past where we're not giving out any contract to anyone that was working for the city. But now that we have a new administration and with the new goals, we will be able to get our new contract and be able to be strong and get better us every day.
I try to alleviate dangerous, hazardous situation entering the shelter, throughout the day. If we have a stronger unit, it will help us, the members, better their situation family-wise.
Well, I'm very proud to be the director of the Law Enforcement Division for Local 237. I am a former police officer. I was in law enforcement. I'm still in law enforcement, and I'm very proud of what the people do in Local 237. These are some of the hardest working New Yorkers in the city. They work in some of the most difficult conditions.
We're here to work, okay? And we'll do just about anything you want to do. But we're not here to get taken advantage of. That's why we need a strong union. That's exactly why we need a strong union, so that we don't get pushed over.
I'm very proud of the fact that we do have a law enforcement unit within 237, and that they understand exactly how the workers work.
Like I tell my people on the jobs, for unions to work 100%, you have to be more active, more involved with the union. You got to be more active and show your needs. So I think union is very important.
A union that I'm very proud of, one, because of the location, and anytime you have an issue legal-wise, or you have it's here, you can always come here. You can come off the train, and it's right here, and right in the heart of Manhattan. So you're not gonna get lost. And they always have helped me out with multiple issues, financial issues, legal issues, and they always have been there for me.
We live in a society where everybody get up in the morning, go to work, come back home, take care of their family, not realizing how many people out there don't have food, don't have places to stay, don't have anything at all. And just by being there and making a difference on one person at a time, being a DHS officer is a great opportunity to help.
Our DHS offices are some of the finest working officers I've ever met in the city of New York. Our TLC inspectors that are out there seizing cars without firearms and without what I feel is proper weapons. Our HRA officers who work in the toughest situations dealing with people when they're at their lowest. They're coming into their facilities and they don't have places to live, and they don't have food, and they don't have money. And you never hear crises coming out of those situations. Our officers are able to control and deal with these people. Department of Health and Mental Hygiene. These officers, people don't know what they did during the Ebola crisis and what they did to service this city and to service individuals that when everyone else in the city was frightened of Ebola, the Department of Health and Mental Hygiene guys were there. Our ACS officers who work with juveniles and juvenile facilities, very difficult job. They're dealing with youth who have issues, have been arrested, who are caught up in difficult periods in life, and those members deal with them all the time. Our juvenile justice officers who work in shelters and who work with homeless children and who work to service juveniles in difficult periods of their life in New York. So I'm proud of all of these titles, the work that they do. The union continues to work hard for them, working harder, and I look forward to trying to give them a better opportunity to survive in New York City.